know, so that's why I said math. But it's all gray area.
Meeting of the Henderson City County Planning Commission to order. Welcome everybody. Thank you for coming. Coming to see us?
It's just
Did I need to adjust the Zoom? Okay.
You know, I've heard that government doesn't believe in solutions. Never mind. Just saying, no offense, you know, but it doesn't move fast. If you have a good idea, it's going to take some committees and stuff
Okay.
to review.
February 3, 2023 meeting of the Henderson County Planning Commission. Welcome and thank you all for coming. Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Thank you. David Dixon.
Here.
Kevin Richard. Bobby Jarrett.
Here.
Mac Arnold.
Here.
Dickie Johnson.
Here.
Gary Gibson.
Here.
Kevin Herron. Gray Hodge. Stacy Denton.
Here.
Frank Boyette.
Here.
Heather Tays. Kurt Hamilton.
Here.
Very good. Do we have a quorum?
We do, thank you.
Thank you very much. I need a motion to enter public hearing.
So moved.
You have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor of entering public hearing, say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? We're in public hearing. The only item in the public hearing agenda is approval of the minutes from January 6th. I'll entertain a motion to approve as presented.
So moved. Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving the minutes, say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? Yes. Okay. I skipped a step here, folks. Anybody here want to talk about the minutes from January 6th? This is a public hearing. Okay, good, sorry. Now I need a motion to leave public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor of leaving public hearing, say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? Thank you. We are out of public hearing. The next item on the agenda is the January finance report. Ms. Thompson, going to help us with that?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. We are 7 months into our budget, and we are at 58% of budget. And if you have any questions, I'm here to answer them. I can.
Any questions for staff concerning the January finance report? If there are no questions, I'll entertain a motion to approve as presented.
So moved.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor of approving the January finance report, say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? Finance report is approved. The next item is the bond report. Ms. Allen.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. We've got one item on there. It's the 7 Brew project. We were currently holding a bond for $10,000 for screening against residential properties. They do have that screening up, and we are ready to release that bond. I just need a motion.
Any questions for staff concerning the bond report? This is to release the bond for 7 Brew. Any questions? I'll entertain a motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor of approving the bond report, say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? Yes. Thank you. The bond report is approved. We got some administrative business. Mr. Bishop, you're going to introduce that, please?
Yes, sir. Some of the Plan Commission members may remember that Commissioner Hamilton proposed the idea of having briefs for some of the complicated data that may be coming in relation to the wind energy collection systems ordinance. The Plan Commission staff met with the executive committee and we reviewed the proposal that Mr. Hamilton had kindly prepared for us. But I think the general consensus from the executive committee and the staff is that we didn't want to complicate the issue because, this would come up with its own set of deadlines for us to have ready and prepared for the Plan Commission. So I think what our recommendation would be, every public workshop that we have, the data that's collected, the Plan Commission will scan or collect that into a Dropbox link, and then that way it can all be emailed individually per section that we're working on. I think that is the easiest and probably the most efficient way to do it. We collect all the data, we send it to the Plan Commission members and any members of the public that would want a copy of it.
The public has access, or everybody has access to that Dropbox, correct?
They will. They would just need to send me an email, so that way I could share the link, because we wouldn't have a way to share it other than via email that I'm aware of.
Okay. Is the link available on our website?
It currently is not, but that's something we can do when we get to that part.
I would encourage, the whole intention of this is to make it easy as possible for everybody to share this information. Okay? So, yeah, I'd like to have that link posted as soon as possible. There's stuff in there now, isn't there?
There is.
Okay. Any questions from the commission? How people, going forward, as people want to get documents kept on the, or joined on into the public record, made part of the public record, I should say. What's the procedure?
So that is the proposed workflow that we presented to the Plan Commission. So for example, it's broken down into 7 different categories, and the thought process is for us to compartmentalize. I can get to that if you guys would like to discuss it further, but if I remember correctly, the first item we discuss in March would be shadow flicker, noise limits, and things of that nature.
So,
I want to say the date is March 15th.
March 18th.
18th, sorry.
So people would bring, if they have documentation or studies or PowerPoints or whatever.
Correct. They could bring it to the Plan Commission workshop, and from there, we could have intake of it there, and then we can share it via the Zoom link.
And then become part of the official record.
Yes, if it's entered into the meeting itself.
Okay, very good. Any questions, folks? I know it doesn't sound like it, but we're trying to keep this as simple as possible. Okay, speaking of March meetings, we'll have our regular meeting when?
I believe it is March 3rd. I will need to verify that. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
The regular meeting is March 3rd,
Okay,
and then March 18th for the workshop.
right. The regular meeting will be here.
Yes.
The public hearing concerning noise, vibration, and shadow flicker with wind energy would be March 18,
And we would,
fiscal court.
yes, we have requested the fiscal court room for that.
Okay. Any questions from the commission? These kind of things, these plans coming forward? Anything else that anybody want to bring forward here under other business? Yes, ma'am.
Shannon Hill, 16751 Bluff City Road. Promise to tell the truth.
And
It's
Dr.
actually,
Deltry, very good.
I do. It's not other business. So it's about the document intake. So if we had something for shadow flicker, like for the first one, so you don't want our documents prior to that meeting?
I'm sorry, say that
No.
again, I'm sorry.
So if we had documents that we wanted to submit, that we were going to present that evening,
We would present that at the public workshop itself. And that's what I believe Commissioner Hamilton was asking. If something
Right.
needed to be pre-submitted, we would have the brief. I think the Plan Commission Executive Committee and staff think that it gets complicated. There's a lot of moving parts that way. Anything that's admitted and spoken to in the record will be part of the record and on the Dropbox.
okay, so would then the board members, if they don't have access prior to look over the information, because some documents can be lengthy, or, depends on the comprehensiveness of the project, or of the article, would they then ask us at the next meeting?
Well,
Because, how would,
well,
because
that's-
they're not gonna be able to go, read through, 10 pages or whatever, if we only have 3 minutes or 4 minutes. But then if Mr. Johnson goes back and reads over it and has questions, when is he gonna be able to ask that question and then be able to address that?
I want to make sure I understand it. So there's two separate issues, I think. One is someone submits something and then they didn't show up and discuss it. Let's say if you submitted something, you submit a lengthy document, it's entered into the record and we have no way of knowing who put it in, who. So that's the part of the reasoning for having it submitted officially into the record.
Okay.
And then the second part is the Plan Commission members are not going to be expected to review and know all that at that moment, which is why we're spreading the process out to give them time to digest and ask later when we come back with the writing of the ordinance itself.
So then when I say we, the public then would have like a Q&A night, maybe,
There,
or a
if you
Q&A?
remember in the, I'm sorry, I should have it in front
I
of
know.
me. There was a section, I believe it was week 6, where we would talk about the kind of follow-up
Okay.
and everything.
Of everything
Yes,
prior
and
to?
then-
Okay.
Yes, and then the 7th was actually the presentation of the ordinance.
So like the last one before the presentation of the
Yes.
ordinance, that's maybe when
That
they
would
would have,
be a good time
they
for
would have had
follow-up.
time to have gone through, and
Yes.
if they have questions or whatever, then, okay.
Yes.
Yep.
I'd like to point out that the commission can ask a question about anything at any time. Okay?
Right.
So if they have a question,
Yes, they can at that point, but like if they was to go back and read over the, or if they read it further, and then they wanted more clarification or wanted, more answers on something, like when would that time be? Because then at that next meeting, then you're already on to the next topic,
yeah.
so.
Like I said, I think the commission can ask any question they want
Yeah.
about any time.
Yeah.
Whether it may not strictly fall within the prescribed noise, vibration.
Yeah, no, and that's perfectly fine. I just wanted to be prepared ahead of time for that, so.
Our intention, our goal is to provide as much of a
Yes.
free-flowing forum
Right.
as we can.
And we just want to make sure people are here to answer those questions, whatever those questions might be, or answer those
I think
questions.
in a perfect world, everybody would present, have questions answered that night, but.
You think about
Yeah.
it later.
And that, I think that's part of it. This is such a big project in uncharted territory. There's probably going to be some fluidity to it to
Right.
figure it out as we go.
Okay, that was it. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Anybody else have anything they want to bring forward tonight? Here we all got out in the cold and the snow and everything. The commission have anything they'd like to bring forward? Staff, you have anything else?
No, sir.
Okay. We have a regular meeting early March and then the special public hearing starting the wind turbine project. Okay, if that's the case, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
We have a motion and a second? Any discussion? All in favor of adjournment, say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? We stand adjourned. Thank you all very much.